All right, guys. So I just woke up, and that book in the intro, just how I started my day, was recommended to me by my Dr. Mike, my active release guy. He's like the best dude I've ever met. Absol. He's like one of the best guys I've ever met, and he recommended that book. It's basically just like the Bible, very simplified and easy to digest, really dumbed down. You just read one page a day, and it takes out all the crazy things like cut out your tongue if you lie and like all those like things. And it's just like an easy to digest thing because it's been on my mind a lot lately. Something that I wanted to share with you guys on a not so good note was recently I was informed by YoungLA. They told me, they were like, hey, do you want to know something funny? And I was like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Because they're like in my head, I'm like, I want to know something funny is super backhanded. You know, it's like, I don't know something funny. Like, you don't fucking post anything. And like, you haven't been doing anything for us. And like, I don't know. I thought I was in trouble. And then, and then I actually get a call. And they're like, all right, you want to know something funny? I'm like, yeah. And they go, so you know how like Gymshark says we do gym? Which, you know, that's my, like, I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that, but yeah, the Gymshark slogan is we do gym. How original. You just took one letter from what I said and changed it. So, yeah. I don't even own the rights to We Go Gym, so it's not even like a big deal, I guess. But
just kind of like morally.
Yeah, so
it's kind of ironic.
Yeah, especially because I'm an ex-athlete anyway, and it started happening as I left Gymshark, all that. It's like, oh, we go gym, all this shit. And they're like, oh, that's such a good slogan. Let's just say we do gym. Like, okay. So, I will request you guys to never say we do gym. Always say G if you're actually going to say it, because we're not going to support that shit, especially with what you're about to hear next. So, Gymshark made their slogan, we do gym, right? And YoungLA made this ad right here.
We do gym. Everyone knows that. But unlike the others, we do a whole lot more. We make time for friends. We excel at work.
Basically, just kind of getting back at them. And I was actually really happy to be in that ad because I was like, yeah, you know what? Like, good. Like, let's get back at them because they stole this from me anyway in the first place. So it's like, oh, we do gym, but we also do love and we do like sports or, you know, whatever they said. Like, we do a lot of stuff. Basically, YoungLA's ad was just implying like we do all that. We do gym, but we do everything else too. So when Gymshark seen this, I got informed that 6 days later after that ad was made, they claimed the rights to We Do Gym just so they could try to sue YoungLA for the ad. And they're trying to. So Gymshark is trying to form a lawsuit or trying to sue YoungLA for making that ad 6 days before they even claimed the rights to it. And the only reason they claimed the rights to it was to do this to YoungLA, which is really ironic because they literally are trying to sue YoungLA for a slogan that they stole from me. So, like, I just wanted to share that with you because I think they told me that I can share it. And I wanted you guys to all understand, like, you know, Gymshark really is not, they're not the brand a lot of people think they are, and I think that's pretty proven. And a lot of people with Nathaniel Messiah, like, I don't know if you guys know, but one of their athletes, they sued them for leaving Gymshark and breaking his non-compete. And a lot of people were like, you know, oh, well, Nathaniel, you know, he did break his non-compete and he got sued and da-da-da. It's like, guys, you don't understand, like, yes, sure, they can do that. I think every single top athlete that I know in fitness has broken a non-compete at some point, including me. The whole thing with the non-compete is that, sure, you can sue someone for it, you can, but you don't want to do that because, one, you don't want to go through that, two, you don't want to ruin the integrity and reputation of your brand, and three, it's just something that, like, it's kind of there, but you don't really want to take action because why would you do that to someone that's been so loyal to your brand and you've been treating them bad and they left? The whole non-compete thing, I'm just trying to explain it because, yes, from an outsider's perspective, it is okay. And of course, like, still, yes, they have the right to do that, and I'm not denying that. But you guys don't understand, like, that happens with every brand and everyone. I don't think I can think of a single person that at some point hasn't broken a non-compete, including myself. It's just like, what are we supposed to do? Go 3 months without getting paid? And a lot of brands just kind of set that up as like a safety net. But the thing is Gymshark has never taken advantage of that. They've never actually pulled the trigger on doing that. So they ended up pulling the trigger on that, which I'd say to all the higher ups in fitness, it was crazy. And to normal people, everyone making the argument of like, yeah, he broke the non-compete, which yes, I understand that, but
that's like telling someone to not get a job after they quit.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's just kind of something that in the industry, you don't actually take it that far. You just shouldn't. It's not good. And they ended up losing anyway. They ended up just quitting and backing out of it anyway. So, because this is the thing, is like, it's hard to explain, but you don't want to take it that far because it's just never worth it. It's never worth taking it that far. And, yeah. Also, it's just crazy the fact that they would do that to Nathaniel. Me knowing Nathaniel and knowing Gymshark, a lot of people there personally, Nathaniel's been on there longer than I was ever on there. I think it's been like 4 years or something. You don't do that to someone who's been loyal to your brand that you decided to treat bad, that you pushed him away, and then he leaves, and then you do that to him because he joins a brand you don't like. Callum Watson, if you're seeing this, bro, like, I'm not going to message you. I've already messaged you plenty of times in the past about what you can do to fix Gymshark because I actually cared about the brand. But Callum or anyone there, I don't know who's even still works there. I know Derby and those people left and stuff. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Callum's like the only one I know that still works there that I actually have a contact with that I know is pretty powerful there. You need to like get someone at Gymshark needs to like stop. Whoever is new in there and is deciding to throw all these lawsuits at people, you are literally ruining your fucking brand. You are doing the opposite. You know what you should do, Gymshark? You should actually pay your athletes fair. You know another thing is Gymshark, if you guys don't know, okay, YoungLA pays 15% commission, which is a large chunk of commission if you can make a lot of money. Gymshark pays 3%. When I was on Gymshark, I got 3% returning customer commission. That means if someone uses my commission at first, I got 8%, half of YoungLA, and it never went further than that. And if the customer returned and used my code for a second time, which, by the way, back then we didn't even have codes. Do they have codes now? I think they do, yeah. If you use the code again, you get 3% commission every time after the same person uses it. You guys don't imagine out of $100,000 what 3% of that is versus 15%. Like, and imagine that even on a larger scale. You know what I'm saying? So that number is ridiculous. So Gymshark, here's my best advice to you. Stop throwing lawsuits at everyone, especially on shit that you didn't even create or innovate yourself. And 2, start paying your athletes properly. If you guys really want everyone to stop coming to YoungLA, the reason that people come to YoungLA is because YoungLA is actually fair and they actually pay well. You guys are worth $1 billion, much more than YoungLA, and you don't fucking pay anyone. You don't pay anyone shit. I told Callum this on the phone. I literally said, if you want, like, because they called me like a 2 or 3 years ago, maybe it was like 2 years ago at this point. When YoungLA was in its prime, Callum calls me. We have this like dinner together when he was in LA. And he's like, bro, my plan is to have like you and Max and everyone back on Gymshark like I really want it. And I said, Callum, if you want us back on Gymshark as bad as you say, you're going to have to fucking pay us properly. Like, you guys don't pay anything, even though you're worth so much money. So yeah, Gymshark, they also don't send the right sizes in their clothing. You ask for certain clothes, they send you a PDF, and you ask for sizes in certain colors, they send you the wrong colors, the wrong sizing.
They're terrible with communication.
They're horrible. You feel like you don't even have a voice over there. And you know, the only reason that I'm speaking so negatively on them is because, again, you're trying to sue the brand that I'm with, that I'm loyal to, over a slogan that you stole from me? Fuck you. Fuck you, dude. Gymshark is never going to be David, me, Anthony, and James all in infill stringers posted up at the gym. Like that's done. It's not gonna be Jeff Side, Matt Ogus, and Yucky and it's over. Like Gymshark is just fucked. And honestly, I don't know how anyone would want to be with them, especially after hearing this, I have literally no respect left for them. They fucked it. Because I did have a lot of respect for Gymshark, which is why I never spoke on all these things. Like, I obviously have known a lot of this information for a very long time, but...
And it was, like, everyone, including myself's biggest dream to be on
Yeah,
Gymshark,
like, I did have a lot of respect for Gymshark, but, like, whoever the fuck made that decision over there, what a horrible decision. What a horrible person, bro. That's just crazy to me, so... I don't know. I mean... Yeah, it's kind of how I feel about it. So, I mean, they don't listen to me when I verbally communicate with them and try to help them as a brand. Even though I don't have to help them, I don't have to give them recommendations on what to do to become a better,
You loved them.
successful brand. But yeah, I do have
I
a
did
soft
too.
spot for them. And, you know, they don't listen when I actually talk to them one-on-one. So maybe an actual video of me calling out their horse shit that they've been doing will actually make a difference. Probably not, though. So, yeah. Right now, I'm about to head to zoo. I'm back. Sorry about the, that's voice crack, bro. Sorry about the delay of uploads, but I'm back nonetheless. Also, guys, there is a video on YoungLA's YouTube channel. It's a couples workout with me and Aaron. If you guys want to watch it, I'll have a link in the description after this video if you're missing some content. But yeah, so okay, listen. I'm excited. I'm in a hurry right now. Aaron's waiting on me in the car. I have to hurry. But I am excited for this workout. The reason that I'm excited is because listen, if I get in the gym and I don't feel 100%, I'm going to be, this video probably isn't making it this video probably isn't going to be uploaded. I've been having a really hard time for my pecs to recover because for this past entire year, basically, all that I've done is one chest day a week. That one chest day a week that I'm hitting like an insane amount of volume and super high intensity. So my pecs seem like they got adapted to that volume. And now that I'm benching, trying to do 3 times a week while managing my fatigue and not going overboard, I'm not really recovering in time. So I accumulated a lot of volume for a whole block, which is 4 weeks. And now I literally just took a whole week off benching. And I cannot wait. It's Monday. I want to hit 402 on kilos. I've never benched 402 on kilos. I need to hit it. What a beautiful night. Kind of looks like you, babe.
Aww.
It's like your color is up there.
It really is so pretty.
I'm dropping Aaron off at hot yoga. Is it hot yoga? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, what are you going to do at hot yoga?
Hot yoga, probably.
Stretching out in crazy positions in front of all these guys, naked and hot and sweaty.
Bro, there's definitely not going to be any guys there. I'll tell you that for sure.
Just kidding. I'm dropping Erin off with her friend Emma to hot yoga real quick. And, for some reason, hearing that Erin's doing hot yoga makes me even a little more sexually attracted to her as a woman.
What the fuck?
Just that girl shit, You don't need to be lifting heavy ass weights, babe.
What?
Just do that hot yoga and Pilates shit.
I thought you said Pilates don't do shit for you.
They don't do shit for you, but, just be like, You
said if I've already got what I'm working with, then it'll just keep it.
It's hyper feminine to do the yoga and Pilates. And it makes me more attractive to you. I like when you do like womanly shit, Okay,
then why do I have to build everything and fix everything?
Because you're dating a fucking idiot who doesn't know how to build shit. What the fuck? Guys, these are the moments that you just need to freaking cherish. Erin was telling me today, you gotta embrace the moments more in life. Sometimes it's not about what your next goal is. And it's not about reaching the biggest milestone. Sometimes you just gotta live in that moment and look at that sunset. Just be driving around and listen to the music and embrace that shit, You don't need to be in such a rush for everything. Sometimes we just gotta take a moment to relax and realize that everything's gonna be alright. I'm actually gonna take this teeth whitener out. Anyway, what I was saying is, sometimes in your life you're just gonna have these moments of thought, and they make you, it's hard to sleep at night, and you just kind of feel like this rush hits you where you're just like, I need to do this. And I'd say you can definitely capitalize off that, but there's also a lot of moments that go by in your life where you don't take a moment to realize how fortunate and grateful that you can be, and just really sit there in that moment. Whether it's just like, you just got done with a really nice lift and you're on your way home, just you in the car, and you got music on, nice sunset or something, You
just need to stop taking the little things for granted.
Yeah.
Because so many people can't even listen to music.
Some people are deaf. Some people can't see the sunset. Some people are blind, At the end of the day, man, I really just love watching TV, sitting on the couch with my dogs and Aaron, and just going to the gym and to me, I'm not filming it because I want to ruin it. I'm not filming it because I don't, but you know, I don't find my life to be super interesting at certain points, even though you guys find it intriguing, just because for me, like, I think my life is great, but I always look at it from an outside perspective where I'm like, if somebody else was seeing me do this every day all the time, I feel like it'd just be really boring. Even though to me, I find it super enjoyable and very fun. I don't know, just kind of where, you know, if I ever just do that, guys, just know I'm not like trying to leave y'all. It's just that I'm just like, I mean, is this really even worth filming? Like, I do the same thing every single day, and I don't want people to just like get super bored of what I do. And yeah, I don't know. At the end of the, you know, I'm just happy with the impact that I've already had, and I definitely want to pursue the impact that I have further. And I want to keep inspiring you guys, of course. But I can't do, you know, it's just, I'm always fighting with something in my head about the organicness of it and coming across as real when I do it. And, you know, if I post too much, maybe people will like get bored. And I'm always just having these conversations with myself. And, you know, I think that comes with the fact that I almost love my job too much to where I literally can't view it as a job whatsoever at all. More of a thing of like this ultra complexity, and like, you guys know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I love it so much that I can't just be like, this is my job and I have to do it every single day, because I don't want to like ruin it. I don't want to fuck it up, and I don't know, I'm just an overthinker with that. And I hope you guys just understand that, you know. So yeah, I just love you guys a lot, bro, and I'm really excited. Also, I wanted to let you guys know, like, I'm going to the Arnold in Ohio. I will be there, I think, Friday and Saturday. If anything changes, I'll tell you guys on my Instagram. I'm not exactly sure that it's either going to be Saturday or Sunday or Friday or Saturday. I know I'll be there Saturday for sure. And, you know, guys, I'm actually from Toledo, Ohio. I was born and raised there for 20 years. You know, everyone always tells me, or they always make comments about, like, Jersey Juice Gang with me. And I'm like, bro, I went to New Jersey one time for like 3 days. It's the only
when you
time.
were like, what, 16, 17 or whatever?
Yeah, like what, 5 years ago? That was the only time I've ever been in New Jersey in my entire life.
No, more than 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Well,
geez,
depending how old you were when you went.
Don't remind me how old I'm getting. But, yeah. So, you know, I'm not from New Jersey at all. I'm proudly from Ohio. I love Ohio people. I think everyone there is so kind. And the Arnold is the best event. People always ask me to go to the LA Fit Expo, and I'm just like, dude, like, I like growing up, like, you know, I always seen the LA Fit Expo. That's where people fight and people start shit, and I don't know. In LA it just sucks. Like LA people just kind of suck. So I don't think I'm really gonna go to the LA Fit Expo anytime soon. But the Arnold is I love the Arnold so much. Even the Arnold UK was awesome. So, you know what I'm saying is, when I get to the Arnold, guys, and you guys see me, I don't mean to sound cocky or anything. It's not what I'm trying to say here. But given the past and the last few events that I've been at, it seems to be when I show myself and I go like this and everyone sees me, everyone yells. I don't know how I've gotten to that point, but people are somehow still excited to see me after all these years. So what I'm saying is, if you're already gonna do that anyway, let's hear some fucking noise. I want to hear some fucking noise when y'all see me at the Arnold, because you guys are my people, you know? No one else there except like Sam is from Ohio. I'm actually from there. I'm going back to my people, you know? So I want you guys to make some fucking noise for me when I get there, because I want to feel the love, and I want to reciprocate that. And I'm going to say this, and it is going to be tough, but I did it at the other Arnold, and I'm going to especially do it for my people there. I don't know exactly how YoungLA is going to do this one, but the last Arnold that I went to, or the blog party, we basically have time slots. When I went to the Arnold UK, YoungLA didn't expect me to be as popular as I was. I didn't either, because I kind of didn't realize like that when I was on Gymshark back in the day. Like, I was like 17 years old and I was literally on Gymshark. I was still in high school, and that was a long time ago, and that kind of grandfathered me into like the UK. And I guess a lot of people from the UK know me, so I had like probably the second or maybe almost like first longest line at the Arnold Classic UK, and I think that's because of Gymshark. I was on Gymshark a long time ago, And that surprised me. But anyway, even given the fact that my line was so insanely long, I actually stood there. And, I mean, well, it sounds like I'm virtue signaling. Shut the fuck up. You know, I'm just overthinking right now. I'm just gonna say the reality of what happened, okay? I'm not trying to sound like a good person by saying this, but I stood there for 2 days for 7 or 6 hours. I think one of the days it was 5 or 4 hours. The next day it was like 6 or 7 hours. I stood there and greeted every single person that waited in my line until the very end of the Arnold.
They were yelling at us to leave.
They were yelling at us to leave. They tried to move us, and I made a promise that I would literally meet every single person. I didn't want to have anyone leave unless it was closing time. I didn't want to have anyone leave without me speaking to them. To a point where I literally pulled up a chair. I pulled up 2 chairs so I could sit down and talk to the line because I was so tired of standing. And I'm gonna do that again for this Arnold, okay? So if you want to see me and I'm there, the only way you're not going to see me is if it literally entirely shuts down. And even then, you probably have a good chance to see me because maybe on the way out or something. But I'm going to try to sit there, and if you wait in my line, you will talk to me, okay? And I'm going to tell YoungLA, they might try to kick me off of whatever they have set up. But the last time they did that, I just moved down the steps and like really far to the right, and the line just kept going. So, yeah. Point is make some noise for me, please. I want to hear y'all at the Arnold, bro, because I'm excited to see my Ohioans. And also, I will try to get a picture or talk to every single one of you guys if I can. Whether if it means I'm there all fucking day, I'm gonna fucking do it because I love you guys that much, okay? And one thing I don't want you guys to do at the Arnold is compensate. I know this is corny, but never say that to me. I don't care if you do. Obviously, I'm not gonna hold you, but I don't ever think it's corny for you to say that I affected you. I'm always going to feel like impacted by that. And if anything, you are making me feel the same way, you know? So I love you guys. I'll be at the Arnold, all right? Anyway, it's time to freaking bench 400 pounds right now. And if I don't, I'm gonna freak the fuck out.
Too broken to be fixed. I'm too numb to feel the pain. Too blind to see the truth. I'm too weak to walk away. But I'm finding strength. I'm finding strength. I'm finding strength in the arms of someone else. I'm finding strength.
This ain't no 315, baby. You know, this is 375, buddy.
I'm finding strength in the arms of someone else.
That was 402. My PR on bench is a little confusing to a lot of people because when I was on my bulk, I tried 2 PRs and failed. But the heaviest bench I have ever did was 410. It's not. I tried 425. I failed. I tried like something else and failed when I was on my bulk, but 410 is the heaviest bench I've ever done. But it was at my house on a fat pad, and I'm not gonna say anything about the plates because I'm not gonna lie, my plates are actually heavier than 45. They're like 45.6 or something exactly each. So even though they are fat, they're kind of calibrated. They all weigh the exact same. So it's actually more than like 410. It was probably like 413 or 412. But the fat pad, on the other hand, does make a difference. It's taller, it's better leverage for me, it's thicker, more rear delt support at the bottom of the hole. And that was 402 on a very thin, low to the ground. Honestly, that's probably comp standard, is it not? 402 on kilos. My butt came up like an inch or two, so I would have got 3 reds, but I really don't give a fuck because I would have hit that if I kept them down or not, because they only came up like this much. I mean, and it wasn't that hard, you know, it wasn't like an RP10 grinder. Like, I mean, it was, but it wasn't like I probably had 5-7 pounds left in me. So I'm extremely happy with that, and that means that I'm technically, I would say, the strongest I've ever been on bench after 1 block. So let's see what happens in 4 to 8 more weeks. We're gonna go for something huge.
I think I tortured myself. I lived a very structured lifestyle. My life was structured where I'd still get up at 6 or 7 in the morning and I would train whatever twice a day. I'd be in bed at 9 or 10 o'clock and then the day would start the next day. So I treated it with a solid routine. You know, I followed the diet regimens like I said. You know, everything was on point. I never was the most genetically gifted guy on that Olympia stage. I trained my ass off.
Like, we trained. There was no distractions. And like I even said, I used to tell Mitsuru, don't talk to me, don't ask me questions, don't get my way.
I knew how to diet. I was always on track with everything. I mean, everything was structured. I lived in a fucking box in order to be the best, meaning I had no outside. People would call me with their problems, I'd hang up on them. Like, the phones were off. Don't bother me with negative shit. And I just went at it. I was also stubborn as hell.
The number you have dialed is not in service at this
I was told I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. I was told I wouldn't be a good pro. I was told I'd never turn pro, never win the Olympia, never win it more than once. After I lost it, they said then I'd come back and win it again. So I think a lot of that's a little ego too. I mean, you have to have a little ego to be able to do what I do and be great at it. I won the Mr. Olympia 4 times, and those 4 times, just like the 6 times I got second, it was the same discussion. How can I improve? What areas are better? What areas need work? It was the same discussion. Like, there was no difference. So for me, it was just back to the drawing board. Let's get this shit done. Let's move forward and try to improve my body and enjoy that year process of getting back in the gym and training for it. I think you got to have a very simple mindset. You know, you can't be social. You can't be out doing a lot of other activities. When I trained for competitions, man, there was no world. I shut everything out. So you put on the blinders and you have tunnel vision on what that ultimate goal is.
My goal was just a lot of food, and I would eat 1,000 grams of carbohydrates a day, and I would eat 300 to 400 grams of protein a day, and I would eat probably 6 to 8 meals a day. But I would eat 12 to 16 ounces of meat every meal, and then I would eat at least 100 grams of carbohydrates every year. The thing with bodybuilding is you have to eat smaller, more frequent meals. So eating meals every 2.5 to 3 hours, that's really what kind of gave me the edge. And, you know, nutrition, I'd have to say, was the biggest learning curve, but it really put me to the next level because I learned a lot about it early, and I was able to develop my body like to the fullest potential. Back then, I was probably spending maybe $50,000 a year on food. I'd buy a whole cow at a time, buy 150 pounds of chicken at a time. I'd buy 30 dozen eggs, so I'd buy a whole case of eggs, and that would be my whole refrigerator. And that's how dedicated I was. And when I was training, I can probably go on record and say I was probably one of the most, if not the most dedicated person to bodybuilding. My nutrition was always on point. I ate 6 or 7 meals a day. I didn't miss. And I would train consistently. If I didn't feel like going to the gym, I still went.
I trained 100%. I ate 100%. I was focused 100%. I mean, I didn't leave my house.
All right, so the other week, kind of like 4 or 5 days ago, I curled 85-pound dumbbells for 6, like cheat, moderate, like pretty, like cheat curl. So this was a joke. I wanted to see if I could cheat curl 100-pound real quick for 1, just like to see what happened. Just for 1. Wow, it's kind of impressive. I feel like that's actually crazy. You like that?
That was crazy.
Imagine if I like warmed up. I could probably hit it for 2 each arm if I like actually worked up to it.
Which PR?
80,
For curls.
80,
Oh, this PR?
5 for 6. Most heaviest dumbbell I ever did.
4 days ago.
Huh?
4 days ago.
Yeah. Well, now I know I can curl it for one, like no warm up, just like goofing around. So what could happen when I'm recovered? You know, 100 for 2 or 3. G curl.
It's kind of crazy.
Dude, that's kind of wild that I actually just curled 100 pounds. I just wanted to do that just to see if I could. Like, I literally just curled 100 pounds with one arm. Like, I know it was horrible form, but hey, bro, that's hard to do.
No one could get it. A lot of people struggle to get it like a quarter.
Even if they swing, yeah.
Even a quarter, yeah, swaying.
Devin Larry, I'm coming for you, baby. Actually, no, I'm not. You're 303 pounds and you'd absolutely maul the fuck out of my shit. It's never gonna, in my entire lifetime, I would never be able to be Devin Larry, even if I devoted my life to it. So I'm just kidding. Dude would maul the fuck out of my shit.
Bro, instantly regretted that.
Bro, guys, I don't know if you guys follow arm wrestling, but Milo Larrett, Devin Larrett's son, wanted to go against me in an arm wrestling match. I'm like, dude, you're like 6'6". You've been arm wrestling your entire life. Like, I would at least want to like compete. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I went against Milo, I'd actually want to be able to do something. But in reality, because I'm such a noob, I could literally like devote a year to it, do nothing else, which I wouldn't even want to do. And I would go to the table with Milo and he would just do this to me. That's what would happen. So I'm like, bro, why would I do that? You know, I'd rather go against like David or something, because it's an honor. It's really an honor. But I even told Milo, I was just like, dude, I mean, you're too strong, bro. And he can think he's not strong, but Milo, you are much stronger than me. I'm an amateur, okay? I would go against David. David, if you want to, actually, me and David have kind of talked about it. Going against each other on like pay-per-view, like arm wrestling, how they do. Wouldn't that be sweet? Like me and David.
You got him?
Huh?
You get him?
I would get him.
Yeah.
I destroyed David last time we arm wrestled.
Both hands?
Huh?
Both? Right and left?
His left is no. He would beat my left.
Oh, really?
I think he would beat my left, but he can't beat my right. And it's funny because you can beat me on your right, even though you don't arm wrestle for some fucking reason. So if Johnny can beat me, I don't really think fucking Milo Larrett is gonna not whoop my ass, okay? Johnny, he doesn't even arm wrestle, and I can't pin his right arm. I don't know why. He has super strength.